And a lot of people call themselves empaths. And then they're like, oh, I'm very sensitive to everybody. Well, no, it's just you don't understand what you're feeling and you don't know enough about who you are, because they 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 feel like other people's energy is hurting them or bothering them, disturbing them. But it's not. It's only because they think it is. Because if a truck were to go by, if there was a truck that went by and it's really shaky, it's going to make a lot of noise and it's not going to feel good, right? But it's just a truck, right? So they don't create a story about that truck. That truck hurt me or that truck did something, right? But if it's a human and the human is angry and making a lot of noise and very disturbing, then they think, oh, that I have their energy now. No, there's no difference between that human expressing energy and the truck expressing energy. It's just you're creating a story about the human and you're not creating a story about the truck. That's the only difference. So empaths just need to learn, understand what's actually happening. They can stop being so fearful of other people. So, when you experience other people's energy, you can just observe it. Yeah, that person's angry, that person's frustrated. Just be a witness, right? And don't create a story about it. And then you're free. And it feels good. And then what does that do? That liberates energy. It expands you stay open, you stay of a higher vibration. And that's going to benefit you. And it's also going to benefit the people around you.
So are you also suggesting if someone, engages in such negative, emotions, just to leave them?
What do you mean leave them?
Let them get on with it because it's not going to impact you. Would you reach out to them and maybe console them as we would naturally do?
Sure, if you want to and you think they're receptive to it. But I wouldn't, this is the thing I'd be cautious of, because I did this myself a lot, was try to convince people. If you find yourself trying to convince people that,
No,
don't do it.
doesn't work.
Don't do it. If they ask and if they're open to receive, like you can ask them, can I share some information with you that's really helped me? Then, if they're open to it, great. But otherwise, don't try to convince. It never works out. And the best thing you can do is radiate your heart energy, because you don't have to say a word, but they're going to feel that energy. Now, whether they choose to match it or not, that's up to them, but they're going to feel it. And that energy has information. So whether they like it or not, they're going to receive the information. Now, they might shut it down and not want to match it. That's totally up to them.